What was your biggest challenge in starting a successful one-person business? And what tip do you have for others to overcome that challenge you faced?
I was working in strategy consulting for 9 years. And I think my biggest challenge was actually just walking away. I didn't have really any active support to take a different path. And I felt very alone. I think my biggest challenge early on was finding people doing things that they cared about and living courageously.
What was your biggest challenge in your whole solopreneurship journey?
Burnout. I was a former startup executive before I was ever someone who, wrote content on the internet. I burned out of that job because I generally am have perfectionistic tendencies. I tend to view open gaps in my calendar as opportunities to push my business forward, which is against the mantra that I want to talk about, right? I want to use my time to do things that I enjoy, but my inclination as a person is to fill those times with work. So as I grew my solopreneur business, I made a mistake. I filled those gaps often with work and work and work and work and work. And then I had to take a step back as I was starting to burn out for the second time in my life and say wait a minute. You're just rebuilding the same thing you built as a startup executive, and you're going to burn out again. And at that point, I kind of recalibrated, refocused on what was important to me, and started really filling those open times with hikes and things that I enjoy.